in the Griffin area in Griffin, Georgia. We know that we're hearing that it's a formal warning, but we are seeing that maybe getting some video of possible damage in that area, as well as your radar or anything picking up of what might have been damaged or might have been anything in that area that you're seeing.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, so that top tornado warning that I was saying would probably expire next, that one just dropped off, but I think we have a new one in place. Here we are further south. So before we fully leave these two to go to the new one, I want to give you another perspective of where they are, especially based on downtown Atlanta. This is where the two existing tornado warnings in this area are remaining, and then we have a brand new one that's further south. And this one right now is going to be until 10 o'clock. This is going to be for Talbot County, Upson County. So let's take a look here. Again, anyone in these areas need to be in their tornado shelters. If you know anyone in these areas, you should be calling them and telling them that they need to take cover. We do have another radar indicated tornado, and let's go ahead and take a look at some of our different products so we can analyze this one. Okay, yeah, this one is looking stronger. So what we're looking for here are going to be things like this. This is a couplet. This is a less strong couplet, but this is showing where some of the wind is blowing toward the radar and some wind is blowing away from the radar. In an area where you have most of this wind blowing toward the radar and then a small area where some of the wind is blowing away from the radar, that's what indicates that spin, and that's what tells us that this is an area of importance that we need to be examining. So you see one here just southwest of Roland. I'm trying to get close enough so we can see some streets. Woodland Road into Earls Road. I think that's probably going to be our biggest area of concern, though we do have another spinning area south of Thomaston Highway. All right. So within this, behind the leading edge of the storm, this is an area that seems to be getting quite a bit of hail as well. I would say maybe the quarter-size hail where you have the white in there, but we are getting some hail here. We're seeing these heavy downpours. We're also seeing those gusty winds, and then likely some localized flooding because these downpours are pretty heavy. Out ahead of the line of storms is where we're going to continue to focus our attention for those tornadoes to spin up and continue to spin up. This tornado warning is in place until 10 o'clock, and that's going to be for portions of Talbot County into Upson County here. So we're going to continue to monitor these areas. Looks like we have another tornado warning that may have popped up. No, it looks like we just have the 3. Yeah, so it looks like we still just have the 3, but let's continue to monitor all 3 of them. I'm going to try to give all 3 of these equal time because, you know, each one is important to the people in these respective areas. So we are seeing those heavier showers move in, and as the heavier showers move in, that will likely allow a collapse in any sort of a spin up because the rain can be heavy, but we are going to continue to watch for these areas out front of the line of storms. Base velocity here, not too impressive. Oh, but storm relative velocity, we have a couple of areas that we're going to keep looking for. And that's going to be where we have these couplets. That's where we're going to continue to watch for. That indicates an area of spin. Let's take a look at the debris detector. Yeah, we might be seeing some debris aloft south of Bear Creek Estates. Maybe some near Haston. Now let's take a look at the next tornado warning. That one, of course, still in place for another 15 minutes or so. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my hair out of the microphone. So this is our second one. This one is going to be for Butts County, Newton County, Jasper County. All of these areas. Continue to keep your lookout. I'm thinking that this one might be the next one that's allowed to expire. Let's go ahead and take a look at base velocity, not impressive. Storm relative velocity. I'm not seeing any real couplets here. Let's take a look at debris. Yeah, this one looks to be weakening. So let's see what we have. All right, so I'm thinking this one might be the next one that's allowed to expire. But again, until it actually expires, stay in those tornado shelters. I can't stress that enough. Now let's go down to the third and newest tornado warning. This one is down near Thomaston, Woodland. That's going to be Talbot County, Upson County. With this, we're going to look for this hail signature, heavy downpours, gusty winds. Our base velocity showing some winds in different directions here. Let's take a look at storm relative velocity. Ooh. So these are areas of concern here. So here and here, these are going to be areas of concern. It's because we have a couplet. If you've been tuned in for a little while, then you'll already know, but I'm going to continue to explain these things for people who are maybe just now tuning in. Also, if you're tuning in looking for the Braves games, never worry. I believe they're still on a rain delay anyway. So as we take a look at these couplets here, this is going to indicate a little spin. This is going to indicate maybe a stronger spin here. We're going to look for that to be the biggest indicator. Now with those same areas, we're going to look for any sort of debris signature. Debris signature, not too impressive. It looks like this one. Oh, here we go. So we're looking for some debris possibilities here. That's also where we saw that couplet. All of this, mind you, is ahead of the storm. So we're going to look for those outflow boundaries to really be sparking some trouble tonight. So going to use this time to zoom out again because we have another tornado warning that was just issued. Over here, we're looking for Jasper County. And you'll notice these tornado warnings keep being ahead of the line of rain, and that's because that's where we're looking for that spin up. Now, I would put my money on this would be the next tornado warning to expire, probably expire early. I think it's only supposed to go until 9:45. So even if it expires on schedule, we still have about 10 minutes left there, but that one might be expiring a little bit early. Now we still have this one up north. This is going to be Newton County. We're going to continue to look for that until 9:45, another 10 minutes or so. But this is the newest one. This one is in place in Jasper County until 10 o'clock.
And Laurann, we do want to give just an update. We have a crew out there. The